everybody, Coach Willem here from Restored Strength. This is our Monday's workout, our second program of our spring phase of training. What we're going to begin with is our banded glute bridge with the USB. We're going to be alternating a rotation. So I want to place the band below my knee. From that position there, I'm going to grab my USB. I can grab the handles or with inside the bag. And what I want to do is I'm going to push my feet into the floor. From there, I'm going to raise my hips up. And as I do that, I'm rotating the bag inward. Then I lower my hips down, bring it back to neutral. From there, push my feet, squeeze my glutes, and twist that bag in. And so as I'm twisting that bag, I'm keeping my elbows straight. I'm getting my lats and my core to fire a little bit more because I'm adding a rotation. So adding in that rotation gets our core to fire a little bit more. As soon as I've done my 4 to 6 reps, I'm going to move into my adductor stretch with a hand behind the head rotation. So I'm going to stretch my leg out to the side. I'm going to place my hand behind my head, reach my elbow towards my forearm, then rotate up looking past my armpits. Come back down slow and controlled and repeat. Here I'm getting a good stretch throughout the inside of my hip, also getting my upper back and shoulders involved. And then for the next stretch we're going to move into is a banded cat-cow. Now there's two ways I can go about this. I can place the band inside me, that way there's a little less resistance, or I can place that band completely behind me with my thumbs going inside it. I want to place it underneath my ribs, around my low back. From that position there, I want to drop my belly button to the floor, chin raises towards the ceiling, and from there I breathe out and round my upper back. Slow and controlled on my way down, and breathing out and rounding through my upper back as I go through that motion. That's going to be the first part of the workout, which is our mobility and our stability work. Next, we're going to move into our USB front-loaded squats, 6 to 10 reps. Now, there's one of two things that we can do here. Is if you're feeling comfortable, we can either keep the weight at what it's been at, or we can progress by going into either a fist-loaded position or grabbing a heavier bag in that front-loaded position. Either way, we're going to start our squats tall and tight. We're going to bend at the ankle, bend at the knees, widen our hips out, and press our feet into the floor to stand tall. All the time while we're doing this, keeping a tall and tight position. As soon as I'm done there, I'm going to move into my 3-point row. And from here, I'm going to take a step back, pushing my toe into the floor. My chest is up. I'm going to pull my shoulder blade down. And as I pull my elbow back, my shoulder blade gets wide. And from here, I'm going to do 6 to 10 reps on each side. Again, I can go back into a regular 3-point row if that step back position is too challenging. For our conditioning, we're going to be doing 8 to 10 reps of our USB deadlift, otherwise going into our good morning. Again, 8 to 10 reps, keeping that tall and tight position, feeling the bend in the knees, letting your hips reach back, driving your feet into the floor to stand tall. We're going to do that for 1 minute, anywhere from 8 to 10 reps. Then the next minute, going into our plank with a side step. And so with this position here, my hands are underneath my shoulders, my hips are up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to step to the side and alternate, pushing my big toes into the floor, keeping my hips leveled. And with that, we're going to go 20 seconds work, 40 seconds of rest.